Alright guys, so I got Zach here and he's gonna help me take the RB20 out finally. Procrastinated for a while, but now it's like 75 degrees out in February, so I figure it's a good time to do it. I just gotta unbolt the two engine mount nuts and then yank this engine out. Alright, so a quick little update. We've gotten this far. Zach's still alive, and there's like 3 gallons of coolant on the ground from the heater core lines. Look how clean this engine is, dude. Holy shit. Too bad it's junk. It's just perfectly fine. It's just a single cam piece of shit.
Better than your K.
Oof. Okay, so as you can see, the way I had the chain set up,
Pretty fucking bad.
pretty top heavy, and basically it was a bitch to get out. But I didn't feel like going back, putting it back in and then readjusting, because they don't really have engine like pickup points for the chains or anything. So it's kind of half-assed one around the intake and the exhaust manifolds. But I'm hyped. Look at all that coolant, Zach. That's crazy.
Did you even drain it?
Yeah, whatever's left in the engine came out of the heater core lines. So basically, at this point, I'm gonna start cleaning up the engine bay and swapping subframes and stuff like that, and try to get the SR in as soon as possible. Alright, so Zach and I are just going through, and he's removing the AC condenser and all the lines for it. I removed, let's see, all the fuel lines and like all the little brackets and stuff. Just everything that I want to simplify and make it look as clean as possible. Like all the reservoirs I'm going to replace, and then I'm going to go through and degrease the whole thing. And it's funny because this is the color, and you can hear how dirty the paint is of when I got the car. And then I cleaned up the strut towers with just some degreaser, and then I polished them up. So I'm gonna do that to the whole engine bay before the engine goes back in. Alright, so I spent a bunch of time cleaning up the engine bay with some degreaser and scrub brush. I'm gonna leave it for now. It's pretty clean, and I'm probably just gonna go back and like try to buff the paint back a little bit by hand. But it's looking really good. I'm gonna try to simplify some of the wires and stuff on that side, but pretty much this side is all clear. Not much going back here. I'm gonna steal the heater core lines off of this RE20, and the transmission brace will mount. I just push the SR20 out here to take some pictures of it. Have the harness all ran through for it. Almost ready to drop in, just waiting on a couple more parts.
I just about to finish bitch. See my sauce, I let it drip. You all talk, you ain't shit. We got choppers on the red. Hella ops all on my dick. They won't see me fall, I can't. Not until 100.
What's up, guys? So today I'm removing the SR32 RB subframe. Hi. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, so I started before. I removed the power steering rack bolts from the subframe, and now I'm removing the lower control arms. What's left are these 4 17 mil nuts, and it should drop down. So it's gonna be kind of hard to film it, so I'll cut to the old subframe being out right now. And bam, it's out. And the new one's right there. And Joe, my good friend Joe, is gonna help me line this thing back up, because I'm very weak and that's kind of heavy. Oh, that's not even it. It's right there. Holy shit. All right. All right, so It was hard to film, but we got the S13 subframe in. We're about to put the control arms back on, and the rack's all bolted up. Making some pretty good progress. That's what we're looking for. The alignment's freaking sick.